OBS did in fact reset to not using the mic that I have plugged in for some stupido reason. Okay, let's start with recap. Let's jump into it.
Well, we went to floors 15 and 16. Floor 15 was a plant maze, where we were attacked by plants and mimics. But we won out in the end.
Glossing over the very effective ambush that took place.
Everyone was perfectly safe the whole
Nothing
time.
happened.
There were no casualties. All the furniture is fine.
Nobody was rolling death saves.
Toad even got to pick some plants at the end.
Yeah, just a little flower excursion, really.
Oh, we got a bag of beans.
Oh, the
Nice.
beans.
On the 16th floor, we were on a beach where we met a nice turtle.
Very big turtle.
Primordial.
Yeah. Valerian, you had a conversation with him.
Very, very broken primordial.
His name was Ildrix,
Ildrix.
and he wants us to find his dad.
Which is scary because that means there's something bigger than him.
Yeah. He also seems like to be aware of the fact that he's trapped. And so he needs help getting out.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen bigger waters than this before, and he was hoping that we could really fill that tank.
Unfortunate.
Big turtle and two small.
So we made a deal with him that we would do that if he just let us go. And he did. But on the way out, Toad planted some beans, and Rick and Altaik both ate some eggs that grew out of it.
Yeah.
Some bean eggs.
Some bean eggs. We have a few left that Toad's going to turn into deviled eggs for them and Valerian in the future. And then we got to floor 17, which is where we are now. That looked to have been like some kind of torture prison. But through some detect magic, we learned that it was illusion magic. And they're all actually undead, and now we're getting attacked.
Yes.
Because Rick and Valerian ran off to assist the
help
illusions.
people. Yeah.
Their heroic instincts.
Absolutely.
Might prove their downfall. Find out on today's episode.
That was a good intro. As I changed the music, that was good timing. Okay. So, the consequence of your disregard of hesitancy in this scenario punishes you. Specifically for Rick and Val, you are surprised. So what that means is for this first round of combat, we skip your turns.
Oh.
I will say that we skip your turns, but would you still have your reaction in a surprise round?
No.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I'll have to look up the ruling later. I didn't even think about that, but it's a full turn skip. So that's the consequence of unfortunately you being so helpful to these tortured prisoners that are most certainly not tortured prisoners. So let's start with the prisoner on the left side that seems to be in some sort of tape, right? The illusion of their chains fade, and they quickly warp into a ghostly spectral creature.
Ooh.
And Rick, this creature. This creature reaches out and attempts to grab at you with this. Basically attempts to pull your life. So let's go ahead and see how this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll go fine. Welcome back to D&D, where things try to drain your life all the time. Let me make that public. Not make that public. Feel there. That is an 18 to hit you. As it attempts to drain and literally Dementor style suck your soul from your body.
Well, so I'm taking 6 damage twice.
I don't know why it rolled it twice. No, just once. And then
Okay.
make me a Constitution saving throw, DC 13, please.
Yes, I will. There's a button for me to click, and now it's gone. Oh, I'll just do it.
Yeah, I can try to bring it back.
I think it rolled automatically for you. It says con saving throw, and then you rolled a 2.
Oh, well,
I
look
think
at
it
that.
gives you like an option to like react if you click the actual button.
Oh
quickly
yeah,
enough.
yeah. Okay, so we'll roll with that. We'll try to keep with automation here, so we'll keep that too.
Yeah.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by the amount of damage you took. So your hit point totals drop down by 6.
Oh. Okay.
But that's the creature's turn, I believe. Oh no, pardon me. This does it twice. So second
That's not
strike.
good.
That's going to hit you.
Yeah, 19 will hit.
And it's
Even
probably
worse.
going to prompt you for the saving throw.
Yeah, I'll roll it this time. Well, I'm gonna use an inspiration to reroll that one.
Okay, and if I didn't say it already, everybody take inspiration at the start of the session for your recaps. Thank you so much. Okay, so
We'll
your
reroll that.
hit.
A little bit better.
Gotcha. So your hit point maximum is reduced by a total of 15. Because you rolled a 2, then a 7.
Well, you
No, no,
rolled
he-
it. I got a 20.
Yeah, we rolled
Oh,
it.
excuse me. Okay, so drop by 6. You take 9 necrotic damage as a secondary, but
Yeah.
you do not suffer that as hit point maximum.
Can I adjust my hit point maximum? I don't know where to do that.
You can make temporary adjustments. If you hit edit at the top left of your character
Yep.
sheet,
I
And
see.
then hit the gear, and then you can see there's a maximum override.
Okay.
You might be able to make that as like a minus thing. I don't know. Okay. Same thing is happening to you, Val. They're
I
attempting
think
to
if I do
drain your
like
life.
temporary maximum and I hit like 19. Yeah, if I put negative 19 in temporary maximum, it'll change my hit points. If I zero that out, it'll put me at the hit points I was.
22 to hit, Val. You do not have your reaction, so we just gotta let that
Nope.
time out. It looks like
There we go. Yeah.
hits. And did you roll for... Yes, I see you rolled a 22. Okay, perfect. So you take 6 damage, but your hit point maximum is not reduced. One more time, this one's a miss. So it attempts to pull from you, and you manage to pull back away after the first time the chains disappear and this thing reaches out towards you. Alright, let's go to Altaic.
All right. Bonus action. He's going to, he sees this danger. Evidently, one of the first, or having detected magic, he's going to launch into it. He's going to activate innate sorcery as a bonus action to raise his sorcerer spell DC by 1, and then he's going to cast. There we go. Singularity.
Okay, where are you casting Singularity?
So it captures 3 of them. I want to do a thing. Sorry. Oh, action. The game is paused right now. Could you unpause it for a second?
Thank you, sorry.
No worries. Okay. Well, I'm going to display this in chat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's not just casting right now.
Probably because it's homebrew. Probably it is.
Okay, it's fine. Alright, so the DC should be 17 because of this bonus, and I'm going to drag, essentially these 3 creatures, if they fail a con save, 2 points away from them. So I'm going to attempt to drag them.
Which ones are you targeting? These
Going
two?
to, yes, the ones on Rick and the ones on
Gotcha,
Valerian,
yes.
and you know what? This guy can come out of his cage too.
Okay.
Well,
Prisoner on the wall?
I'll attempt to see, yeah,
Okay.
if they react, and I'll drag them to this
So that's
point.
this point right here? Okay. Got it. So Constitution saving throws. What's the DC for you?
17 currently.
Fail. Are you guys seeing these rolls? You are. Okay.
Yes.
This one is also a fail. Okay.
Gotcha.
So they all get pulled to that point.
Yes, and they are restrained by the gravity well. And yeah, he's just trying to pull them away from his crewmates, and yeah, just trying to like hold them in place. Yeah, at this moment of like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Because they're not helpless at all. And that's his turn.
Okay. So as you pull the third prisoner that was on the wall, the illusion on the body drops, and there's a significantly more flesh decayed creature that begins floating in the air here. Oh god. I think I remember how to do this after freaking 2 weeks. I take a week break. I slow the hell down.
Yeah.
Okay. Val, you're still surprised. Rick, you are also surprised. Toad.
Well, if you're gonna put them all in a line like that,
Ooh.
I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, it's not gonna let me place a template. It's not giving me the prompt to.
Oh, interesting.
Hold on.
That wave is what, 20 by 20?
I wonder if.
30 feet long, 10 feet wide.
Okay, I got it. I'm gonna do it right in front, but I want to turn it.
I think if you hit Control and hit the mouse wheel while hovering over like the center.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, thank you. Sorry, you didn't have to make a dex save, Val. So it's 21 damage. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Which they should have disadvantage on, right? Because they
Are restrained.
are restrained.
Yep.
DC 17.
Okay. Let me make some rolls here now. 17. So the undead front fails. Succeeds. And the last prisoner, who is also an undead creature, becomes very obvious once you drench it in water, fails. So all of them except for this one. So how much damage?
21 if they fail, and then what is that?
Oh, hold on. I didn't roll a disadvantage for this one.
10 if they succeed.
Ah, succeeds. Okay. 10 if they succeed. Okay. Go ahead and apply this.
And then not that it matters, but if they fail, they also get knocked prone.
Okay. Don't know in this scenario if they are immune to prone. Can you look that up for me?
Because they're restrained?
Yeah, Eugene, if they're prone, are they immune to... Yeah, because they're being held up in the air. They're restrained in the gravity well. I'm gonna say they're not knocked prone, unless, Eugene, you want them to be knocked prone, but you'd have to drop the singularity spell.
Oh. Yeah, this will be a moment where he's, trying to like fighting to like keep them in place. Yeah, so he'll keep them restrained.
Okay, Got it. Those stay restrained, and then the undead in the back corner is prone.
Cool.
Okay.
This way, if you want to hit them, with range attack, they're not at disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Benefit either
Toad's
way.
gonna take a step back. I can't move Toad for some reason.
That's weird. Try again.
Are you in the measurement section, or are you hovering over token controls?
No, I'm in token controls. It just says user lacks permission to update token and parent scene.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, hold on.
Want to just delete me and drag me back out?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We know where you are in the initiative order.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Hit your ownership.
Okay, there, I can. Toad's gonna move back to the blast zone. That's my turn.
Okay, got it. All right. We are back at the top of the round. It is restrained. It has to use an action to try to break free, correct? Can use its constitution check against your... Yeah, okay, that's all. No, I lied.
Oh,
It's restrained. So... attack rolls against it, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Okay. It's going to attempt to fire a death bolt at you. I'll take, but it is at disadvantage. I believe this would be that's a disadvantage. That's with advantage. So 14,
Yes.
8 would miss you. Then it
Okay,
fires one more
gotcha.
time. Also a miss. So that's that.
Woo. There we go.
Dodging death bolts. And then let's see. Okay. I like this. Your spell. What level is your spell? I'll take. Singularity.
It is singular. Oh. Above second level, so it's second level.
Okay. You see your singularity drop
Ooh.
as a dispel magic is cast upon it. You would know
He
this.
will respond with a counter spell if there are gestures.
Yeah, hold on.
If it is something that he does not see, probably can't.
Yeah, so you would not be able to attempt to. You take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you, you cannot see the creature that dispelled your magic.
Ooh, gotcha.
So your spell just drops.
Interesting.
Okay. Sounds
It is
good.
not a creature on the field that you can currently see.
Gotcha.
But as the action of the invisibility, or as that happens, the invisibility on this creature drops. Oh, is it on the?
Yeah, there's a snap where all of a sudden this tight grip he's trying to maintain on these guys breaks, and he's just like, "Wait, what was that?
Yeah.
I didn't let them go. What happened?"
Yeah, there's one more right here that drops out of invisibility.
Are these like the walls? Is it like fencing? Like you can see through it, or is it a solid wall and the doors are open?
It is it's prison cell. So it's prison cell wall.
Gotcha.
You can see through all this, but you're not going to be able to slip through them. There are doors right here.
Right.
That are open. So, okay. And then as they drop to the ground, I'm gonna say that they drop to the ground prone because they all just dropped on their faces. These undead creatures laying on the ground. Altaik, you are again targeted by death bolts. These are standard. 19 to
Okay.
hit you, or excuse me, 24
Sorry,
to
this
hit
is
you.
melee. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it looks like this is something I can counterspell. Cool.
This is a ranged death bolt attack. Basically like a Eldritch Blast, if you will.
Okay, yeah. Then he will establish a counterspell.
Okay. It says simple melee. It's simple range. It's just not. I didn't change the formatting of this.
Sure.
Counter spell for this. Okay. Well, this would be. Yeah, I will consider the counter spell is up to 3rd level. It just automatically does it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, okay, so if you want to do PHP 24, they make a Constitution saving throw.
Not doing that. Slows down the process. You win. Yeah, I'm not doing that for the lower ones. We may pull out those rules for higher level counterspell battles, but we are not at that point in our campaign. So, okay. All right, you've successfully counterspelled that attack. Okay.
And I'm out of spell slots.
Oh
except
boy.
for the level 1 one.
Okay. All right. You're out of counterspell magic. Huh. Interesting. Okay. One of these death block creatures is going to wave his cryptic frozen hand, and a 15-foot sphere of absolute darkness surrounds the 3 of you.
Ah, jeez.
Mm-hmm. So,
Hey, who turned this?
yep. You are quintessentially blinded, because even if you have dark vision, you can't see this through this darkness.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. That is the last one. Getting up from prone. Val, you see this undead warlock walk out. Oh, he had to walk the. Jesus. Okay, steps out. Looks at you. What would it do to you?
What would it do to you?
Nothing. He's a good guy.
Yeah, of course.
He's just a chill
My
guy.
friend.
You know what? You are also going to be surrounded in magical darkness. Everyone in here is quintessentially blind.
Darkness imprisoning me.
Yeah. Okay. Now to you guys. I just realized all the enemies go before you. Oof. I'll
You
take it.
rolled really bad on
Yeah,
it.
you
Yeah.
just did.
Hold on. Everyone rolled it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take.
All right. This is a fully smoky. I don't think I have. God, I don't think I have tools to disperse this. At this juncture. Oof. Can't summon my boy anymore.
I can't see.
My
Yeah.
eyes.
Someone grab my hand.
No.
Someone grab my hand.
I got you, Rick.
Yeah, let's see. You know what? He's going to move back.
Okay.
He's going to move out. He's going to do his best to move back and shout, "It's is everyone okay?" He's going to ready an action to throw out a sorcerer's burst at an unfamiliar target.
Unfamiliar
if
target.
if these clouds disperse.
Okay. Yeah, because you cannot see through them. So all you can see right now, quintessentially, is the stairwell going.
Mhm.
Okay, understood. Val, what are you doing?
I think Valerian will. I think is there a lot of spellcasters. I think I'm gonna. Oh, can I move? Like, do I know whereabouts they might be or they were?
You have, I mean, you remember what you remember of the
Right.
room.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna
I
go
think
5,
Arthur's about to-
10,
Continue.
15.
Oh,
Oh, the door has been cracked. He is
Oh,
here.
oh god.
I hear the stomping,
no.
and I'm like, he's coming. Oh, and so you stomp louder? Okay, silly boy. How you doing, sir?
I hands are cold.
What?
Woo!
My hands are cold. Do you want to sit on my lap or not?
Yeah.
Yes, my hands are cold. Are my friends?
Oh, what the?
Leave my mouse be, sweet.
What the?
What's what?
These two.
What? These guys? Or these guys? You know who those are.
Down.
Down? These ones? These are zombies.
You're Sammy.
You know what zombies are. You've seen Halloween zombie stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fighting bad zombies.
Hi.
Eat them. Everything. They can't even.
Oh.
Quiet.
Hi.
There you
That's it. What?
I think they heard you. Yeah. Absolutely.
What the?
You want to tell them that you got into kindergarten?
I got into kindergarten.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Start kindergarten next year, so we
Nice.
got you new Hot Wheels.
Yeah, the pigs pooped them out.
The T-Rex pooped them out. Very important. Absolutely. Okay, Bubba. Can you tell them good night?
And so he got them.
You got him. Okay, tell them good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Just boo y'all a kiss.
Oh.
Hey, Bubba, go ahead. Go with mommy. Love you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night. We're about to walk into the mall. Go with mommy. There you go. Nice. Thank you, babe. Okay, we back. You were walking.
I was.
Uh-huh.
Or were you?
Wasn't
Okay.
okay, so I am I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Have I bumped into anything?
You haven't tried to
like
physically...
any creature, I would say?
You haven't physically walked into anything yet. No.
Okay, good. Okay, so me, the character, and the player cannot see it. I'm gonna cast
No.
Magnify Gravity.
Okay. Where?
I'm going to cast Magnify Gravity here.
Okay. God for automation, because that just saved me a whole bunch of time. Okay. You feel it affect some entities,
Okay. Okay.
and you hear a cry of pain. And its speed is half. Okay, got it. Speed is half until the end of its next turn. All right. Yeah, you do something. You know you did something damage-wise.
I did. I did it. I did it.
Mhm. You did do it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. All right.
I was hoping. Basically, I'm just trying to hope that they fail a Constitution saving throw for concentration. So.
Mm-hmm. Darkness did not drop where you were standing.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of fighting in the blind here, literally. That's your turn? You staying put?
That's it.
Okay. Rick, it's your turn. The night is dark and full of terrors, and undead creatures are surrounding you all.
I'm gonna try to find Toad with by shouting out for Toad. Toad, grab my hand! I can't see. And hopefully Toad responds.
Toad just yells back, Rick, because you're right. I think we were next to each other.
Yeah,
Can Toad reach out and grab his hand?
Yes, you can feel each other.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Toad squeezes his hand assuredly.
Oh, thank God. Oh. Okay. I'm then going to cast This is funny. I can't really like if I summon my spiritual weapon, I'm not gonna be able to pilot it because I can't see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have its own vision.
Mm-hmm.
Would light give me vision in here, or this is supernatural darkness, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is magical.
Okay. It's not like
This-
it's just dark in here, but if I can light it up inside of the darkness sphere, that's not really how it works. I have to find like a supernatural light, I suppose. Okay. Interesting. So I can't like guide a Toad out, right? Because we're on separate turns.
I mean, you guys are right next to each other in the turn order.
I would like to propose I roll a 1d8, and the number will correspond to which direction I go. Like 1 being the top
Yeah.
left, 2 being top center.
I will tell you, you do know what's in this room, so you have some sense of direction. You haven't become
Okay.
so blind that you don't know where to walk.
Gotcha.
You just
Well,
don't know where any entity is.
I want to try to go to the wall, but that's only going to give me enough space for me to get out of here. So can I drag Toad behind me, and they'll take my spot where I was?
I'll allow it.
Okay. I want to walk in this direction.
Yeah, the only...
Does that get me out of the darkness or no?
What do you think? What does it show on your screen?
I'm currently still blind.
Oh, that's right. I would say you are not blinded, but you only can see... I'm gonna say... Rick can only see... sightline-wise? You see what you see, but you don't have sightline on any creature. You can only see
Right.
the outskirts of the circle.
Then I'm going to walk along the wall.
Okay.
So I'm going to go this way. I mean, I can't really go that way.
You can
I think
see the
unfortunately-
curvature of the wall. Yeah, you want to go like
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I was thinking like making my way
Yeah,
downtown.
okay. Making your way
walking
downtown.
fast-paced.
So you can see this creature, and with your sight line, yeah, I'll give it to you. You can see this creature.
Okay. So these are this is not a wall, then these are like iron bars, is the idea.
Though, yeah, this whole thing right here, those are iron bars that you can see through them, and you can try to swing through them, but you can't like walk through them.
Gotcha. With Toad's permission, then can I like spend their movement to drag them along with me? We can just call
Yeah.
that Toad's movement as well.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I said,
will
you guys are
move me
basically sharing a
next
turn
to-
at this point. Yes, I can.
Just because I don't
And I
know.
will unblind you.
Oh boy. Oh,
Toad, you can only
this-
see the entity directly to the south.
Okay.
now I will summon my spiritual weapon,
Okay, go for it.
and I will have it on the guy directly to the south of us.
Okay.
Right as soon as
13
I.
is not enough to hit it.
Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. I'll just put it right here.
Okay. Got it.
Well, then I don't think Toll the Dead is gonna work. I think Rick knows Toll the Dead's not gonna work on a guy that looks like that. So I'll end my turn.
Okay. Alright. Toad, you've used a little bit of movement, but otherwise you have your full turn.
Toad will say, I really hope nobody's standing in this area, and is gonna cast Tidal Wave again.
Okay.
I don't want to hit the spiritual weapon, so I'll start
Well, it's translucent.
here and go this way.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely hear cries of pain. And
Is one of them Valerians?
one of them is not Valerian.
Yeah.
These guys are getting wet.
Man, they
Rick, I
all...
don't think I hit any of my friends, but they're still screaming.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you hit Rick. You can see it knock prone this entity down here, and you hear what you could basically equate to a death cry nearby that creature. So you hear cries of pain. It's somewhat effective. You can't really see all the effects of it, but the entity directly to the south of you managed to stand up straight and is none of the darkness bubbles have dropped.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. We're at top of the round. Well, I guess you can see what's dead because it's no longer it's red. There's something that's dead. You just didn't know where it was. Okay. This is the last creature that hasn't cast darkness, and that's about to change. This undead entity thrives in midnight, and you are once again
No.
blind.
God!
Rick!
Ah! Toad grabbed my hand.
Don't go anywhere. Stay in the blast zone.
Stay in the blast zone. That's right. Stay in the blast zone, everyone. Where is the blast zone now? That's the question.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm up against the wall. I must be in the blast zone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. You hear scuffling to the south of you, Valerian, and then an entity at your feet tries to grab at you. Something's trying to grab at your feet. I feel like I've forgotten how to be a DM. Has a 20 to hit you?
20 does hit, but I will use Storm Shield.
Deal one more attack. Oh, how does the Storm Shield kill the Deathlock White because it only had 1 HP?
I think Valerian kind of hears it, but because he can't really see it as much. It feels like the pressure of it building up, and he's like, in a panic, just throws up the shield and just like shoots like a little taser bolt of electricity right back at it, and he's like, it's gone.
The hell's that?
And your shield is still up, correct?
That is right.
Okay. You feel more cold, ice-cold hands grab at your feet. This one seems significantly stronger. Attacks against you have advantage, as you are blind. 24 to hit.
Ooh,
What's your shield take you to? Okay.
23.
You suffer 3d6 necrotic damage. You suffer 12 necrotic damage.
Oof.
And another hand attempts to grab at you. The 22 that hit you with your shield.
22 does not.
Okay. Another entity. Just makes sense. More hands crawl out to grab at you. Alright, 2 more attacks. More cold hands are grabbing onto you. 21, which is a miss. And then 19, which is also a miss. You are our tanky AC boy.
Yep.
I'll take. You're hearing a lot of cries of pain and snarling.
zap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is brutal. Okay. In order for him to affect someone, so many targeted spells. You know what? He's going to send in another friend.
Okay.
He is going to burn some spell slots or some sorcery points. Manifest them as spell slots. No slot higher than 5. Perfect. Create a 4th level spell slot to summon an even grosser boy.
Oh no.
Guys, it is like I'm sending someone else in there. And it's like don't worry, he's friendly. And going to cast summon aberration.
From the pits of wherever the hell it comes from.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I'll place them essentially right next to me because I can't see beyond that.
Okay.
And each creature, it is not necessarily friendly. You know what? I'll send in the regeneration one so that I don't just AoE my good allies. I'm going to create the aberrant slat spirit over here. It has dark vision, not magical dark vision.
So it would still be blinded when it steps inside.
Yes. I'm gonna have it move forward.
Okay. So it will be considered blind.
And yeah, there's a setup right now where he's fishing for it to take additional damage, and I don't know if I can direct it to attack when struck. Let's see. But that'll be the end of my turn as I summon him.
Okay. All right. Let's see what that does. Valerian,
Let's see
it's
what
your
that
turn.
does.
There are things grabbing at your feet that are sucking, like your feet are turning black inside your boots. You can see
Oh,
it snaking up your knees as the necrotic damage rips through your body. You feel multiple sets of hands reaching at you.
Okay. Well, I am just kind of. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I think Valerian will kind of put the sword, like the hilts with the ruby, to his chest. Kind of blur myself.
Okay. You are one shifty boy.
Ooh. I love that animation.
That I was just about to say that. It's so cool.
So cool. Okay, but
I
then
can
for
see
my
it.
bonus action, since I used a spell, I will take an attack.
Mm-hmm.
And
Go
I'm
for
just
it.
gonna swipe at the one literally
Pick a square.
right
Okay.
beside me.
Roll to hit.
I can't target it, unfortunately, so
Yeah, just roll.
Yep.
Okay. You
Oof.
do not strike anything. Your blade lands into the wood and it slightly cracks under the damage that you beat the shit out of the floor. There's you didn't hit anything.
I think kind of frustrated. I will start just speeding up, and I'll use an action surge,
Okay.
and I will take.
Same square?
Yeah, I'll take a swipe, but I'll be casting booming blade because it's. Yeah.
I'm assuming same square.
Yeah, same square.
You rolled it.
What just happened?
Just cast Booming Blade so many times.
8,000 times? What's going on here?
Boom!
Still
Boom! Boom!
booming. Oh my god.
Catchphrase.
I don't know.
Yeah, why are you booming so much,
It's like
man?
still going, dude.
It's still going.
Jeez.
Why is it doing that?
I just imagine the vine boom going off over and over where Valerian is. Just
It's still going. Okay. I don't know what's
What is happening?
I'm
boom.
constantly deleting them, but if this keeps
boom.
going, I'm gonna delete your character sheet. Delete your token.
You're about to get deleted.
Oh, wow.
Oh no,
Just
Valerian!
full TPK, my god.
Still
Yo,
going.
why is it doing that?
Remember your effects.
Yeah.
I'm deleting
Okay.
this token from the map. Still going. Please God, let it end.
It's not going anymore.
Okay. Alright, let me see if dropping you back on retains same. Okay. Hit roll again.
Oh no.
Is it still going?
Did it? No way, right?
Did you target anything?
I was targeting myself.
Oh no.
You're targeting yourself. Okay, hold on.
It's the
When I cast it, it did
infinite
happen.
loop.
Oh.
It's an infinite loop. Can you just turn
Um,
off the booming blade effect on Valerian then?
Yeah, I think
I
it's
did do
not
that.
on- yeah, it's
Oh,
not
no.
on him.
Yeah. No, there's the highest roll.
So can
What?
we? All right, and did we do it on the character sheet before we pulled up the token?
What? Delete the booming blade thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's still going. I don't see any more die rolls. Now my foundry's chugging.
Jesus.
Okay. Alright.
Oh.
Add another fucking roll.
Yep.
Swear to God.
Should we just?
I might have to
Yeah,
restart.
we could just
Foundry.
Yeah. Go ahead and do a little quick reboot.
Yeah, let me pause this
Or
recording.
blur or something? I forget what I did that.
I'm reinstating the recording. Okay. You still can't see shit.
Nope. I will
You
just
were attempting
roll
to
an
attack. Yeah, just roll an attack. And you were targeting the square to your left, correct?
Left. Yep.
Okay. With a 14, you would better understand that there's nothing standing in that square.
Oh, lovely. Okay, well then I will target diagonally,
Okay.
right there.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Bonus action attack. I also probably roll at disadvantage, but I'm sure a 9 doesn't hit.
9 does not hit. Your blade smacks into empty wood.
Oh,
You hear sounds from south of you, but you don't know where.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna try to. The game's paused, but I'm gonna try to take my movement to
Go for it.
go as south as I can, like here and then here.
Okay. All right. Where did you go? You went straight through where? You went.
Sorry. I
Here.
went like that.
Okay. All right. And then where do you go? Okay.
I-
You can begin to see things.
Oh,
Well, you can see the opposite side of the darkness bubbles. You are out of the darkness bubble, but you can't see. And you also feel 2 claws grabbing at you as you run away, as you suffer opportunity attacks from enemies. Just struggle bust a bit of target. Oh, go back. Okay, 19 hits. You gonna shield again?
no. I am out of spell slot.
Okay, so you suffer 14 necrotic damage to your legs again. These creatures are grabbing at you from the floor. And then one more is a miss. Okay, now you may go. I release thee. Rick.
Okay.
I release thee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Val, you see the empty prison room. That's about all you see.
Yep, that is my turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I cannot load up Foundry, but I can describe what I want to do because it's going to be pretty simple.
Okay.
I would like to move 15 feet to the right, sort of like grabbing the cage bars and moving myself there. I'm going to cast Turn Undead, see if that works.
Okay.
Or not really cast it, but it's an action. Right? I'm using
Yeah, it just
Channel Divinity.
radiates.
30 feet, and any creature that can see or hear me must make the save.
Okay.
If you want to pilot my character for me.
Yeah, absolutely. What is the save?
Good question.
Oh shit. Oh, let me open it up.
Wisdom saving throw, I think.
Dead. Wisdom saving throw DC 16. Doing that whole cleric thing. Huh?
Yep, doing the cleric thing. We'll see if these guys are actually undead.
They are undead. However,
Good. Oh no.
they all resist your turn.
Well,
You feel your spell take effect appropriately, but you feel a heavy resistance to turning from these creatures. They are undead, but they are sentient enough to refuse to turn away from their next victim.
all
Are you
right.
still
I would
out?
like. Sorry.
Are you still out of Foundry?
Yes, I still cannot
Okay.
do anything in Foundry.
What are you doing then? You are. You went 15 feet right.
Yeah. If you would like to pilot my character still, I will use my spiritual weapon and attack an empty space to the right of it.
To the right.
I'll attack
Okay.
a space to the right of it and see if there's anything there.
Okay. All right. Have it as a. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
You rolled a 10,
that's not gonna do it.
and the spiritual weapon strikes into the cobblestone underneath.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to
That'll
be
be my
anything.
turn.
But also, well, it's not a physical object. Yeah, you don't sense a hit. Okay. Toad.
Toad is gonna feel along the wall until they get to the prison bars.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, and like feeling in front of them the whole time.
Yeah, Rick is right next to you.
Oh,
Okay.
Toad!
Rick, okay. Be careful.
You're sharing
Toad's
the
gonna
space.
keep feeling.
Yep, you feel. What does the slod feel like?
Oh, yeah.
It feels like reptilian. Like there's like an oily kind of smooth scaliness to this surface.
There's an entity that's
It's-
not
it's-
attacking you, but it feels weird.
Something. So I touched something.
Yeah, you just went through the space of something foreign to you.
Toad's gonna attack it.
Okay.
Um,
Take inspiration for not metagaming.
Toad will primal savagery at
Okay.
whatever they touched.
Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna flat roll. All right,
I didn't mean to target
17.
myself.
That's the AC. Well, as long as it doesn't stun
I
lock it.
guess that
Sorry,
17
Eugene.
hits. And you deal 17 damage to a creature that cries out. Do you know when your entity takes damage?
I think I do. Let me pull the spell back.
Okay. Toad, you're
I
still
can
sharing the
communicate with it
space with...
telepathically. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you would
Oh,
know...
oh, never mind. It obeys verbal commands.
Okay. Well, we can get to that when it's your turn. Okay, Toad, you in there?
Yeah, that's as far as I can go.
Okay. That is... Okay.
So I've moved away from the creature now.
Mm-hmm.
Does
It's-
it attack me?
It's one space above you, so you're not out of melee range of it.
Okay. Toad's gonna hand on it and it's like, I got one.
Okay. The Deathlock's turns. You all hear footsteps around you. You see a hand coming out to attack you, Val, but you are blurred. But it's reaching out at you from the darkness. So it doesn't have advantage. As this grim spectral hand surrounding bone tries to kill you. 19 to hit.
19 does hit, but I'll use my level
Mhm.
2 spell slot on Storm Shield.
Okay. Alright. The reverb hits, you hear a cry, and another hand goes out at you. But it is a miss. The electric blowback throws it out. Okay. More. Shuffling more around. Rick, you hear footsteps around you. And then you feel hands on you.
Oh,
That is a 22 to hit you as these claws grab at you.
yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. You suffer 13 necrotic damage, and another
Oh,
hand
boy.
reaches out. 22 to hit. You suffer 15 necrotic.
Alrighty.
So
Can I click on
27.
those, or do I have to just do it manually?
Oh, I'm sorry. I made those private. Let me go back to rolling public.
Bink.
Also,
And
where's
then
the?
13.
Can I
Bink.
not drag out the token?
It was
I'm
hidden.
dying.
Yeah, no,
Okay, then-
it's hold on. I got you. It's blinded, but it's visible now.
Okay.
Yeah, it is there. I don't know if you can see that from your screen.
It wasn't visible previous to that.
Gotcha. Okay. More. Okay. Here. Code. You hear movement to your left, and hands reach out at you. As you guys are quickly being swarmed by these claws of death. 18 to hit Code.
Mm-hmm.
At 10 to
That'll do
necrotic.
it.
One more, 16 to hit, 9. and now we are back to Altair.
Yeah, at this point he has like very little confirmation. He's like, "What's going on in there? Like, are you able?" Yeah, there's like a sort of like, what's going on in there? Like, are they getting weaker? He's gonna begin to bring out the rod of Khamed Moraz. The
Okay.
control rod.
Control rod.
Or the
Yeah.
manipulator.
It does have that.
Interesting.
If you don't get the like, there's like a setup of like, I think I have to pull us out. But yeah, there's no other.
I mean, if I can respond, I'll just yell like, we have to get rid of the darkness.
Are you okay? Let's see what happens in one. All right,
I mean,
we've got
but the
we got
thing
6
is, like-
seconds for it.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you do you for sure.
Yeah.
All right,
This is looking pretty not great.
Yeah, what's Altair gonna do?
I have it prepared. It's gonna.
Are you
If I
activating
hear
it?
someone going down, he's going to activate it.
Here's someone going down. You're gonna activate it. Okay, and you can target, and you can just select entities to take with you. If I recall, actually, that
Yeah.
item correct. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So we'll call that your held action, Valerian.
Oh no.
The entity that grabbed you is northeast of you. The hand came from the northeast.
Gotcha. I was gonna ask that exactly. Perfect.
Yeah, you would know that.
Okay. Well, I will. Okay. I will just take some swipes. Yeah, I think I'll just take some swipes at it.
Okay, yeah, go for it. You are swinging into darkness though, so I'm going to say that. You're swinging into dark. Yeah, it's still disadvantage. You're not blinded, but
Yeah.
you're swinging into pitch blackness.
I was thinking like, is there a potential for me to hex, even though I can't? Like, I don't have visual contact of the creature, but I can like, I know where it's at. I would
Does
probably
hex
think no,
require
right? Like,
sight? I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so no, you'd have to. You don't
Okay.
have direct eyes on this target.
Okay. Well, then I will roll at disadvantage.
16 does hit. Hear a guttural scream as Wade sinks into this creature. Did you target it that time?
I didn't.
You
Actually,
targeted
did I roll it all?
Toad. You targeted Toad, I believe.
Oh, Toad, take the damage.
No, that's the deathlock that.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I don't see a roll. Excuse me. Okay, 13 to hit. 13 does not hit the deathlock. You can roll again to try another hit. That's right, because you can't.
Yep. Yeah.
Disadvantage.
I'll roll one more time because I'm
Yeah,
disadvantage.
Okay, the 20
nat
does
20.
hit. Roll me
Damn.
damage. Oh, nat 20. Roll me crit damage.
No, that because it's disadvantage. That was a disadvantage roll.
Oh, okay. Roll 20.
Yep.
Okay, 21
Total
damage.
though. Bad.
You hear a cry of pain. Alright.
And my bonus action, I will second wind,
Okay. Second wind.
and that's my turn.
Some blades into the dark. Rick. Blind. Hurt. Entities. Grabbing at you.
I don't like this. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Let me just do that real quick. Boom. So I'll cast this around myself. I cannot see anybody to keep them away from the effect. So I cannot designate anybody as safe from this, unfortunately.
Okay. Okay.
So the way this works is they don't have to make a saving throw right now, but at the start of their turn they do.
Alright.
Anybody in the
understood.
radius has to make a saving throw at the start of their turn, or when they move into it for the first time on their turn.
Yeah, the way the automation does it, it just auto rolls it.
I don't think it applies the damage. I don't think it's a big deal.
You're right. It doesn't apply the damage. I can go back to it later. Okay.
Wow, 3d6, and I rolled a 6 for the damage.
Perfect.
Oh, it did apply.
You don't want to hit your friends.
Yeah, well, I guess that's true. Okay, my spiritual weapon is going to move right. I can't see my spiritual weapon, so I can't actually move it myself.
Mm-hmm.
I want my spiritual weapon to move right one space and then attack the space to its right.
Okay. Roll the hit.
I can roll the attack, but I can't move my spiritual weapon. So.
Roll the hit.
It says I have a target. I don't have a target. I'm targeting myself. Let me untarget myself then.
Yeah, untarget.
Then I can do it. Okay. Well, it's a 9, so swing
9
at the air.
misses. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Toad.
Okay, I need to make a wisdom saving throw because of spirit guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job.
Oh, Rick!
There's a bunch of doves just like flying by you.
Get away from me! Toad's gonna reach out and swipe at the thing that swiped at her or them last time.
Okay.
Which was to their left.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Which square?
just whichever direction it came from. So I guess right in
Okay.
front of them if that's where it came from.
Right. This square? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. 26 does hit. 13 damage. You hear a cry of pain as you do, in fact, hit me.
I got another one! That's your turn.
Okay.
2 for 2.
Top of the round, all the entities, I'm just going to allow the automation that rolled as it is. So, Altaic, you see one darkness bubble drop.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, and so do you, Goran. You see that one darkness bubble has dropped away, but there are still 2 darkness bubbles that maintain. Okay. Toad. Feel more claws on you. 26 to hit.
Oh no.
Here.
That was a nat 20.
Necrotic damage. Yep. 19 necrotic damage.
Ouchie.
One more. And you guys saw it. You guys saw it.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
my.
Don't worry,
explanation.
none of us see this happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually didn't see it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, does this trigger Altaic's held action?
I would assume so if Toad gets an opportunity to respond in kind.
They're not silenced.
Huh?
They're blinded. So,
I think
So I was talking about like say something, like cry out, like if I recognize Toad, being in pain.
Okay. You said there's somebody go down. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see if you can recognize the sound of Toad dropping unconscious. Let's do. I want to say perception, but I want to open it up to a different one as well. I'm gonna.
Out of perception is the most intuitive one.
I think perception is the one we're gonna have to stick with here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
No. I don't know why that's a private role. I have public set.
It's everything's auto set to private roll to me. So you hear the sounds of combat out of the darkness bubble. Toad, you make a cry of pain as this necrotic damage rips through your body as you drop unconscious. Altaic, you know what Toad's body sounds like under the surface. Right? Toad is primarily made of wood and metal, and you hear through the darkness the metallic portions of Toad's body scraping against the iron bars, then slam onto it. You successfully recognize that sound of Toad falling, at least prone, but with the cries of pain, probably something.
Yeah. Altaic will, immediately trigger, like calling out each of the names of his crew members, he's not necessarily gonna bring the aberrant spirit back.
That's
He
fine.
didn't have a name prepped.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So-
so this becomes like desperate, like super quick shout, and he yeah, what does this look like as he activates it?
So
It's an alien device a foot long.
Yeah,
does
so-
it like reconfigure itself, light coming out?
So I can describe what this looks like. Okay, because where does it transport you? It transports you to the ground floor, right? Or does it transport you outside?
It sends us to any level of Comad Mars we've already passed through.
Okay.
This overrides the domain control. I'll post this.
You feel a prompt in your mind of a circle, and there's 2 wheels that you can manipulate on a rolling, they're looking like wheels that you can move up and down, and they have different numbers on them. Where do you position in your mind the numbers to attach to this floor? What floor do you move to?
Yeah, well, he'll recall the first floor that they enter, where they see this suit of armor behind. Yeah.
So you move everybody to the ground floor. Okay. So here's what that looks like for all of you. You feel an uncomfortable break in reality. And you almost feel nauseous as your bodies are shunted dozens of feet down this tower. And you all reappear on the ground floor of this strange tower. And you show up in exactly the same positions in this circle that you were standing in. Okay. They move you all there.
Yeah,
Still blind.
This is a very panicked moment of just like, like what happened? I think I heard Toad.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure Odin give them a potion of healing.
Okay, go ahead and roll that potion of hearing, please. God. What is happening?
It only did it one time, I think. I hope.
Okay, it looks like it only did it one time. That was
Okay.
a lot of dice.
Fucking hell, dude! I know. There's so much. I got scared because of the dice.
I'm wondering
Shit.
if it's a dice so nice setting or something like that. I don't know. Okay,
But you will heal for 8, hopefully.
Code. For the short moment you went unconscious, does anything spark your memories, or do you wake up quickly?
Allie?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I think Toad remembers the last time that things went south, and so remembers the asteroid and Alaric dying. And I think it's not a good death for Toad. It's not a calm memory. Before they're really reawakened from the healing potion being splashed across them, I was like, what happened? Where are we? What happened?
I don't know, actually. I'll look over to Altaic. What did happen?
He's like sitting up against like on these steps, like, holding like the control the manipulator in like both hands, being like, "Hi, this was always a contingency that Alaric had. This seemed like a good moment to bring it out." Whew.
Did well.
I will note
was,
any spells that were concentrated on or had an active effect were actually turned off during that shunting. So any of you that are concentrating on spells or anything of that nature drops.
Well, I think that we made some good progress, but next time we climb, I'm going to prepare very differently.
Yeah.
Something to dispel those clouds. You know, we'll know those plants are coming in advance. I guess we could bring more water for that tortoise.
Oh yeah, we'll have to go those floors again. But that wasn't it. That was a lot.
I hated that.
Yeah, I think the biggest well we found maybe this is something that that's a very good benefit of this tower that might not be readily apparent, but getting charmed, aka us turning against each other, or darkness apparently is our two biggest weaknesses.
I'll have something for the charmed. Oh, letting someone else just manipulate our minds like that. I'll be ready next time. I thought they would have been more cordial than that.
You know, if we can, I'd like to talk to Roland maybe about getting us. You know what? Honestly, maybe even each one of us a scroll of some of the dispel, maybe something like that. Um, eh, because that was too much to handle, I think, for us.
Can we use a scroll when blinded? Like, I don't know if it involves reading it.
It
That was a good question, actually.
Your characters would understand that yes, you need to be able to see the words in order to
Okay.
read a scroll. Darkness is a very tricky...
Yeah, by reading. Yeah. There are other ways to dispel these effects, but yes, I do think there's lots to dispel anyway. So it'll be good to have that on hand.
We did make it pretty far, though. They just tricked Rick and I think. Maybe we were still too hasty as well, but
Out of
I
curiosity.
I just thought of the idea that these people, these entities, are trapped here forever. It seems like living in a loop, and this would. I mean, this is as close as I. If those were real people, at least, this is as close as I could see being real hell, being tortured day in day out, and just in a loop. It sounds horrific. And maybe I took that a little too much to heart and acted a little too quickly, so. But we'll know what we're up against next time when we see that room.
Yeah, not nice. Not nice at all.
Not very nice.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh.
All right. So you make your way back to the outside of the tower. The late night air cool your bodies as you step outside of Comad Mirage for the first time in defeat. But with strategies for next time. Do you stop by Fort Comad, Fort Mirage, or do you head back to your ship?
I don't think we have much more business with the Osmids.
Yeah, I can't remember if we had anything going on with them once we arrived here, aside from talking to them.
Yep. I think we got what we wanted across as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as night is in full swing, you find yourselves back in what seems like a very long time, but it was just only a couple hours. Back on the Dragon.
Oh, well, like, I'll gather everybody up, Gus included. Guys, I think we make one last stop at Zerantir, and then we're off. Anybody else have anything pressing that they need to do?
Question: were we gonna do that thing on Olaroon?
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
got
it
that.
down.
We got that thing.
That thing. Yeah, I think we absolutely should. 100%. I think that should be our destination, actually. I mean, we could stop at Zerantir. I thought it might be a good idea just to stop to get anything or gather anything that we need, or even check in with people. But
No, yeah, but Zorantir's on the way to Olaroon anyway. So.
right, exactly, yeah. Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Do you get your long rest in before you head out? I mean, it's a couple days travel, so you can sync back up schedule-wise with everyone later if you want to, Val. So
Yeah, I think I just get moving for right now, and then
okay.
I'll take a long
So
rest
you depart
afterwards.
back into cyberspace proper, leaving the Ring of Cerberus towards the Rantier, build up some momentum, and then take that long rest you probably need. Alright, so everyone can go ahead on the way to Zorantir, and I'm hearing that you guys are going to Orun afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's right.
Alright. So go ahead and take your long rest. Roll your hit die,
Ooh.
recover your spell slot.
Amazing.
That was a lot of fights in one day.
Oh, it's
I
really
get
cool. It
this.
tells me what I got back as well.
Yeah. Nice little thing, and it doesn't show up on the. All right. So, arriving back to Zorantir at Psyche Zalgith, as discussed from Ondare proper. When you make port, you see a familiar yet different craft in the bays, being loaded up with additional Ondarian crew. The Red Saber, the pirate ship that you captured and attempted to salvage and drag back to Zorantir, has been repaired by Ondare and now flies the Ondarian flag. This is a space galleon with much larger capacity of crew and cargo than your ship, but it gives up the speed that the Dragonhawk holds. You meet a captain and first mate in a interesting conversation. The captain, known as Captain Flint, approaches you all with a very sense of bravado and flamboyancy. Seems to carry themselves in a very romantic air of space adventure. This young ship. Is there an image for that? Do you have an image for that?
I do.
Oh, please.
Let's see. I've actually aged them up. I saw a nice piece of art I thought would fit. I guess I'll put it in character chat.
Okay. Yes, please.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh,
So it's
okay.
a sense of like I want to get the sense of like the romance of like the sunrise and like sunset is like captured on like in their eyes and like even like scars that come up, you know,
It's
as
always
like as
golden
a
hour.
picture, it's always there. Yeah.
It's always golden
Well,
hour with Captain Flint.
exactly. Even if it's not, he's going to make it feel like that. That's his mission.
You hear the piano riff, the golden hour plays. Okay. Captain Flint is accompanied by his first mate, a mean-looking gnome named Marge, who carries a egregiously oversized greatsword for her build, and she has to turn her body to walk up your gangway in order to not catch the sword. I love it. The wisp of smoke making some of you cough as these two approach you. And the orders that they've received are that they are to support the Dragonhawk initiative as a secondary contact. However, specific details and roles should be given by you, as you have the most recent understanding of the politics on each planet. So with that, what is the role of the Red Saber in the crew, and what is the opinions of what you want the Red Saber to prioritize and focus on?
So,
Well,
so
I think they're a merchant ship for now, but to ensure they have defense capabilities.
They're in charge of maintaining contact, resupplying, and helping grow out the outposts for the planets we've already made contact with.
Yep.
Okay.
Our new allies.
Okay. So they're tracking all of the allies and spheres of influence. Olrune has not been visited by any Ondarian ships since you last left. They're asking you if you want them to travel to Olrune or resupply and set up maybe some more continuing trade missions and research obligations with them?
Oh yeah. You know what? We can fly together if the crew's up for that.
That's up to you guys. There is safety in numbers.
May as well.
Yeah.
Would this be like the Red Saber's like first mission, basically?
Oh,
It is
Yeah.
the Red Saber's first mission. This is a crew that has been assigned. Well, they're assigned some Ondarian population, but this is also a diplomatic ship in that some of the crew is made up of members of cyberspace faction. And that's their big noting point, right? So continuing the ambassadorial relations that your team has in a more, I guess, slow burn kind of style, right? They're going to continue to build relationships. If a faction needs something, to help grow and prosper, maybe build out the facilities that they have on hand, like in the Bastion system, the Red Saber can accommodate doing that. And you do have a House Civis cipher granted to you. Captain Flint gives you their House Civis cipher code in order to contact them if you are within a planet of them. The technology for inter-ship communications across long distance is very quickly being developed by House Civis. So it seems like every time you meet someone with this technology, it grows faster and faster with long-range communication abilities. So mechanically, if you're at Olrune and they're at Zarantir, you can communicate. or if you're at Therandur and they're at Olin, you can communicate. So you can communicate to them within one planet out, and in between Zarantir and Eberron, you can communicate just about anything in space. That's your capabilities right now. Did I add the Hadozi to the Bastion system? Do one of you have that on your ship? I'm trying on your ship.
I do not.
Don't believe I added it, but that's
I
also
have a
because
Dozy City
you do.
on mine. Yeah.
Excellent. So it is through the Red Saber that you can issue commands at this point. And if you want to give the Red Saber something more specific in goals, they can do that.
Okay.
Outside of just the Bastion. Okay. Any other directives or priorities that you want the Red Saber to focus on?
I can't think of anything.
Nope.
Okay. So you all are heading to Olroon. It's going to take you about 3 days to get... I'm going to say about 5 days because you're on the Strongs. Actually, no, they're pretty synced up right now. Because last time I had you go to Olroon, they were further away. I'm going to say it's going to take you 3 days to get to Olroon. Which is a pretty quick trip. Is there anything that you guys want to do in the meantime while you travel? This is downtime time not allocated, so if you want to do anything, you can.
Gotcha.
Downtime time.
Let's see what my downtime allocation is like.
Oh, let me ask: is my health just permanently lowered, or is it temporary?
Your health was recovered after a long rest.
Okay.
So, Rick, you weren't good. That's a good question to ask.
So we
Yeah,
had
that
kind
would
of
have been pretty bad.
come up with downtime activities for
Yes.
a 10-day, but we haven't had a 10-day
You
yet.
haven't done that 10-day. That 10-day was on the way to Ear.
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
So those are things where we haven't done yet because we're going to do that when we travel to Ear.
Correct.
Okay.
So those 10 days are kind of locked in as already allocated, except for, I think, Rick.
Yeah,
Rick didn't
I couldn't
allocate
come up with
those 10
anything,
days.
but I have now thought of something.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would like
Okay.
to teach, spend the 10-day teaching Krath more about how to be a ship surgeon, so
And
that while
train
I'm
him
off
up
the ship,
more?
he can, train him up.
Excellent. Okay. Can you... I'll make a note of that. I'm not going to make you put nothing down for that. Okay. I may message you over the week about what that looks like. Might make you have a roll or two. Actually, do me a favor. Just roll me 3 medicine checks.
Public or private?
Public is fine.
Okay. I'm good at this shit.
Wow.
Oh, and that's funny in there too. Jesus, dog.
I mean, you are a very good doctor, all things aside. So, okay. All right, we will adjudicate that out of session.
I think at some point during the 10-day, I'm going to take Krath over to the Red Saber to talk to their ship surgeon.
Okay.
And we can introduce ourselves that way and see what
Excellent.
he's all about. And we'll figure out that he's a necromancer and realize we have nothing to learn from him. But, we don't know that
I mean,
right now.
he is not shy about his craft.
Yeah.
He's not sure if he could teach it, but yeah, you don't have a lot in common about how you... Yeah, the necromancer wizard known as Sep Shorten
Yeah. Okay.
is basically a bone doctor, which is helpful, but not the same kind of surgeon. They have a lot more healing potions on hand on the Red Saber than on the Dragonhawk. Okay. All right. So, anything else that you guys want to do over these 3 days? This short little thing.
I
It
want to
can be
ask Roland to make some scrolls for us.
rolling
Or
to make
start
some
making
scrolls.
scrolls, really.
Okay.
The spell magic scrolls.
Someone has Rowan as a bastion, right? I think one of you does.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Roland?
Rowan.
I might have him.
I was about to say, I think one of you has him.
Oh, I do have Roland. Roland and Jules, Dragonhawk Office Arcane Study. Issue order, craft. What are we crafting here?
Crafting 4 scrolls of Dispel Magic, I think.
So I think you would go to items, and you would get spell scroll.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'd
gotcha.
have to dispel darkness. You'd walk out of darkness and then put it to cast it. Interesting.
So you'd have
What
to
is
know
the,
which way to go.
What's the specific spell we're trying to craft here?
Spell magic. But you're not gonna put the actual scroll. You're gonna craft a spell scroll of the right level. What level is dispel magic? Is it third?
Third.
Yeah. So you're doing spell scroll third level in the items tab.
Gotcha. When I open it up, I see like scroll third level fly, scroll third level remove curse. Is there some other place where it's just
What?
scroll third level?
Yeah. I don't know. Are you looking in the briefcase section in items?
I am in items, yes.
Oh, I see it. I didn't even see. These don't pop up normally. Is there
Yeah,
one
no,
of
weird,
the
right?
spell magic?
No, there's not, which is weird, right? Like there's
Yeah.
not a full spell list. It's kind of strange.
Okay. Just type in spell scroll,
Okay.
and you'll see spell scroll third level.
And which tab? Just under items?
I always grab the D&D Beyond items versus the basic ones.
Okay, where are those at?
Oh, if you search spell scroll, they're the red folders versus the standard gray folders.
Sorry, oh, it's the compendium packs. Duh, there we go.
Oh yeah, you can do compendium packs, or you can grab it from the items section. I went to items, but I think you can do it. Yeah, sorry.
All right, no, I think I found it now. Spell scroll third level. Yep, there we go. And I can just drag and drop this.
You should be able to drag and drop it. Once you
Boom.
hit
Oh, look
craft.
at that. How many do we need?
4.
All right. Do I just drag and drop it 4 times, or how do we do this? Or do I have to do it 5 times?
Can you drop it more than once?
Let me see. Nope.
Okay, just once. You just have to keep track that there's 4 of them.
Okay.
Make a note
So it's gonna
somewhere on
take. If it's gonna take 5 days for each, then it'll be 20 days to do this, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
And 400 gold, or is that what we're okay with?
a lot cheaper than
That
getting
works
it
for
made
me.
somewhere else.
True. All right. Let me get another one going then. Or I guess I just have to.
You have
It's
to
just
do
not gonna let me queue up multiple, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not gonna let you queue up multiple because you only have one
Yeah,
actual.
so when one's completed, you just have to.
Yep.
Again, basically. So,
We might as
Okay.
well subtract the 400, or is it gonna take the gold out manually each
It
time?
may have auto took it out of your sheet, but it only pulls from your direct sheet.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
which is fine.
Okay. I mean, you can reconstitute it from the
I don't
massive pool of money that you
even
guys
use
have.
my pension anyway. It's fine.
I will note also the red saber has been added to the Dragonhawk sheet again next to the normal Dragonhawk ship token. I made that visible again. So that will be the
Nice.
token that we're using, not the one on the actual red saber. So, did anyone do any work on that token?
I don't think you can even click on it.
Okay, no one clicked on the one on the red saber. I'm gonna delete it. Okay, it's gone. Because for these we have to use a singular thing. Okay. Anything else occurring in these 3 days?
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's 3 days. Toad's gonna make 3 greater healing potions.
Okay.
Time out.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is anyone? I gave everyone 2 a while ago. Does anyone need a refill?
Ooh, let me check.
Okay.
That's a DC
you
that's
know
already
what?
been established.
I could use some. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
hit mine.
Yeah,
I
I've used.
made
Yeah.
those before.
Okay, yeah, and there's a roll that's required. I think it's an herbalism check.
I will tell you, it is. Oh, hold on, I just left. I went to a different part of my spreadsheet. It is a DC 20, but I think that was the first time.
First attempt, and it's always a +5 for the first attempt. So
Yeah.
it's now a DC 15 because you've successfully
Okay.
made it at least one.
Okay, 3 herbalism checks. Let's go.
Here we go.
1, 2. Oh, I'm using inspiration on that one. 2,
Nice.
3.
There you go. And material cost? Just the ingredients of the greater healing potion.
Yerp.
Don't
Which I
think
subtract.
Okay.
And then, Val, do you need one, or I'll take?
I need one, yeah. If you
You have enough
spare.
time with your short, long rest that you can do one more.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I
But
have
you can
enough.
probably make. I mean, if you're taking a full day of just making potions, you can. I don't think it takes you a full day to make these potions. I think it's like an hour or something like that.
It says the time it takes is a long rest.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have enough ingredients to make 4 anyway. I only got enough for 3.
Oh, okay. Well, that settles it.
Okay, so Val take 1 and I'll take 2 because I'm out. Unless someone else needs a refill.
I need a refill.
You could have one of mine, Rick. Are you okay? You got really beat up back there in
I'm
the tower.
fine.
All right, here's the potion.
Thanks.
It does a
I'm
lot.
taller now, though. You can see that, right? Like I'm so much taller than before.
Yeah, I don't know how to sew, but do you want me to try to fix your pants?
I don't know. I gotta find someone to do that because I'm rocking capris right now.
Little high waters.
Very seasonal.
Jules is the resident tailor. She can something. She can fix it up pretty quickly. But she is curious how you grew taller.
Yeah, well, you know, some people are late bloomers.
Yeah, we're having a new dish prepared, I think.
That's right, yeah, the deviled eggs.
Oh yeah, you guys gotta try
shit.
those shit.
Yeah, can I cook those during our 3 days of downtime on the way to Eberron?
Yes, you may. Let me.
Hell yeah.
And then I guess me and Val are gonna eat them.
Definitely not eating it raw. That just sounds gross.
Okay.
You guys haven't even
Right.
tried it raw. How'd you
It was
know?
delicious.
Okay. All right. Toad, make me. You're doing 2 of the beans. Or 2 of the eggs.
Yeah. Which means I have 1 left.
Means you have 1 left. Okay. All right. I want you to make me 2 herbalism checks for how well you prepare these eggs.
Can
Or
I
cooking, you have
do
cooking.
a cook check?
Yeah, do a cook check.
Oh, I'm gonna use inspiration because I'm rolling in those to reroll that one. That's a lot better.
It is a lot better. Okay. All right. Who's eating it? Toad and
Valerian,
Me.
right? Valerian, you gonna eat one? Yeah.
Yep.
okay, who wants to go? Who wants to go first?
Ooh, I think you go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay. So you need a wild shape, which is
Okay.
negligible, right? But you can consume the eggs, and their taste. I mean, has Toad ever had eggs before?
Nope.
They're this like soft, really squishy substance. You added a little bit of seasoning. You could taste the seasoning, but
I think I deviled them. That was the plan.
You
is to
deviled
devil
them?
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
So Toad has their
This is-
first experience of deviled eggs.
This is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. This is way better than the thing we did an eating
Right.
contest with.
You feel an incredibly strong surge of arcane energy flow through you. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
No worries. I have 1 last inspiration, I swear.
That's what we save it for.
You
Mhm.
For the
feel
eggs.
Oh!
No.
you feel the energy beginning to grow. Is anyone else using inspiration for Toad?
Oh no. it's
Oh,
starting to
it'd be
feel
so funny if
sour.
they got
Mine's
shorter.
fine.
It'd be so funny if they got shorter. I'll give them my
I'll
inspiration.
use mine. I'll use mine since we're eating together.
Okay.
You
Sure,
might-
yeah.
You might need yours.
Oh yeah.
I'll give Toad my inspiration.
Okay.
Toad, make sure you don't get shorter. I'll say out loud. Well, and then the
Oh,
fear of
no.
that.
I have an inspiration. I'm just trying to figure out if we want the dice to tell a story.
Yeah, it seems like the dice are forcing it right now.
Yeah,
You
it
begin
seems
to
like
see
I'm doomed to
arcane cracks in the wood as Toad seems to be brimming with magical energy that isn't contained by their body.
fail. Oh, what the fuck?
Toad, what's happening to you?
I don't know. Is this what happens when you eat eggs?
No, never. I'm gonna step back.
Toad keeps eating.
Okay, as you continue to eat the eggs, you suffer 41 force damage from an internal magical explosion.
Oh,
Ouch.
oh my god, Toad, you're allergic to eggs.
Toad.
Okay.
What?
Are you still standing? Do you have 41
Yeah.
HP?
I have 59 is my max HP.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
You're probably out of the wild shape form now, though, right?
you
Oh,
have
that's true. I would have gone through my wild shape first, but
yes, you would have gone
funnier
through
to
your
look at
wild
it like
shape
this.
form. Yes, I mean, you would have gone through your wild shape and it absolutely decimates your wild shape form and you are you suffer 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh my
As this
Jesus.
internal magical explosion rips the magic that keeps you alive apart a little bit.
Oh, I am so blind. Just kidding.
Val, your eggs are sitting on a nice yummy plate in front of you.
Why did you devil the already powerful eggs?
Oh my god, I'm gonna wheel Toad off to to Krath. We gotta do some surgery on Toad.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Anyway, hey, Val, enjoy your eggs.
Yeah, I'm not eating.
You don't eat the eggs?
Guys,
No. Don't do it.
I mean,
Okay.
3 eggs?
So, what do you
Is that
do
what
with the
we're
eggs?
talking
Do you leave? Do you just walk away from the eggs?
I start to, but then I'm like, they do look really good.
Good.
I think I'm kind of starting to understand that this is just strange magics, or like literally wild magic.
Literally
So
wild
I am-
magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna summon off. I'm gonna summon off my armor. I'm gonna summon off my sword. So they're both. Or actually, my sword, I'll just put it in the other room because I can't really summon it. But I will. Yeah, I'll take off anything valuable on me, just so if I explode, it's not gonna also explode. And I'll take like the smallest of bites.
It's delicious.
Oh.
And you feel the
Okay.
arcane energy, but it's not bad. You can eat more. You feel like this energy can grow inside you.
Okay. Take another
Make-
bite.
Make me a constitution it's a deviled egg. You basically ate the majority of it. Make me your
Yep.
constitution saving throw as you feel this arcane energy ripping through your body.
Oh. I will use my inspiration.
Yeah, you will.
Oh.
Losers.
I'd like to
Oh,
pan the
nice.
camera out to the red saber that's flying alongside you, that is in a state of alert, as now 2 muffled explosions have occurred in the ship next to you. You suffer 40 force damage and suffer 3
God.
levels of exhaustion as your internal channels explode.
Good lord, what is happening in there?
I'm just gonna start vomiting it up immediately. It's not good. It's not good. It is not good.
Rick comes back as he's wheeled Toad away. He's like, "Oh no, no!
Rick, help!
Oh god, get another stretcher! Hurry!"
Outfits again. Okay. That's what happens with your eggs. How many eggs you got left, Toad?
It's one.
Got 1 egg left.
Eat it.
Is it up for another try?
Yeah. Maybe doubling wasn't the right way. Maybe we have to fry them.
I should have fried it.
We should have we had 2 of them. We could have diversified a little bit. That was devil is not good. It was
Devil
really
is in the
good
name.
until it exploded.
It was delicious, but it hurt so much. Is this what eating is like? I don't know that I like eating.
It might be for the rest of our lives like this, me and you. Just be careful the next time you take a bite of anything.
I'm never eating again. Every time I've eaten, something bad has happened. I'm not doing it anymore. Except for shark blood. I'm only on the shark blood.
Oh man. Okay. All right. 2 of your party have
Alright.
blown themselves up with eggs. Beans,
raw.
man.
That was a
how many?
secret.
How many more of those beans you got left?
I have 6 left.
Yeah.
They started with 7, and
That was
fun and one.
1 of 7 beans. I
That's terrible.
love black magic. Okay. Anything else happening in these 3 days?
I think
I'm gonna
we
say
probably
that-
did on the first day because
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
wanted to be fresh.
Love that.
So your exhaustion would drop to 1 level of exhaustion as you recover at every long rest. Yeah, you rolled high enough on your herbalism checks that it won't make a difference. You do still make those potions. Okay. What else? Eugene, you were saying you were going to do something? Altaic?
I was going to help taste. Yeah. In the meantime, I think he'd be speaking like. I guess now he should be helping to care for his crew members, or like the officers, right?
Yeah, Chief
Making
Gus
sure-
thinks y'all are idiots.
He grew taller. These are good. These are good eggs, and they're ethically sourced. They came from beans.
What? Beans? What the? You know
You
what?
heard me.
I don't want to
Exactly
know.
correct.
Is this?
But
Wait,
you
I
know
need
everything
to.
I know.
What are you saying? What snake oil are you trying to sell me?
Well, there's 1 egg left, I think, and Gus, it has your name written all over it.
The hell it does.
It made me
You're
taller.
right. It could have been raw, but it is deviled now. We're working on it, but
Like puts his head in his hands. Like get Tobrub to do it. I'm sure he could take it.
oh yeah. I mean, I just thought it'd be good for the rest of the security crew to know that that their chief can handle it. But we could good hand this off to Tobrov. I'm sure he'd be
Make
good enough with
a
it.
persuasion check, you slimy bastard. Now wait just a damn minute here. Give me the damn egg.
In my mind, this is a Hot Ones interview about to take place.
Alright, this raw egg. Who runs Gus? Oh, you run Gus, you son of a bitch. Okay. Make me the Constitution saving throw for Chief Gus. I hate
Alright,
that
here we go.
This is funny that you can manipulate him. Ah, God. God damn it. Red Saber to Dragonhawk. Red Saber to Dragonhawk. We're seeing some concerning reports. Is everything all right over there?
Who would answer this? Because is Val in the hospital or is he back?
Yeah, I would be in the hospital.
Yeah, this is still day one. Signy pulls the Star Wars. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's great here.
Yeah.
How are you? And scene. Yeah, Gus is. I'm gonna mark 1 level of exhaustion on Gus for the end of the week.
See, not too bad.
Not too
Not
bad.
terrible, but he did blow up. He has enough hit points to take it.
He did blow up though.
Okay.
He did blow up. Yes.
16 was enough. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that scene was enough. Chief Gus did explode. So now there's
Three of us
3
in the
hospital
infirmary.
beds laid out.
It's like 3 hospital beds right next to each other, all of you laying next to you.
Gus, why
Oh my
did you
God.
try it?
Oh god.
The eggs that make you explode. Whoops.
You've not anybody
I'm
else
tough on
doing
it, though.
anything? Okay.
What
go
do
ahead.
what's the pot of awakening again? There was something that it does. I just let it grow. I think Toad just puts it in the corner of their little room.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. There's a small shrub beginning to grow.
Nice shrub.
Mark. Did you do that day 1? Or did you do
Yeah,
that
I think
day
right
3?
away. Yeah.
Okay. Mark down day 1 of day 3 of 30 days. Let me go
Okay.
ahead and mark off our DM screen. We are now on day 103. Yep, campaign day 103. All right. Your ship, alongside the Red Saber, arrives at Orin. The Red Saber is intending to head to the Hadozi city. Are you following suit, or are you going to the tundra side of the moon? The orangish hue of the sun reflecting off the shadowy white planet beams up at you as you discuss things in the captain's chamber.
So,
Conference room, whatever you want to call it.
our goal here, just to reiterate, we're just trying to get information, see if there's anything going on that isn't
On the up and up, if you know what
up
I mean.
and up. Exactly. I do forget though. Who did we say that is going to go? Toad, Signy, right?
I think Signy can cast Pass Without Trace. Lila can fly, Zephyr can fly, and Toad can fly, right?
Right.
And they can go invisible now with all these scrolls that we have.
Oh, that's right.
That is correct. Yes.
As you guys did.
Okay.
find
Well, I
some
think that's
invisibility scrolls.
good. We'll make sure that you guys are, of course, visible, but of course, you have the stone as well. We'll stay by Gus to make sure that if you need backup or if you get caught or something like that happens, we'll be right there. We shouldn't have the ship visible, likely. So we might be a little bit out, but I'll stay at the helms at the helm to make sure that we can dive in if we need.
Okay. So your intent is to go planet side, on the tundra side, near the operating area of the Karnath ship, as you last recalled it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna ask Tobra to show us like a different cave in the nearby area that maybe they're
Mhm.
connected or something.
Yep. He can give you the general vicinity of that area. So it is about a mile away from the Karnathi camp, about half a mile away from his old destroyed village. So if the Karnathi camp is like to the north, east, the abandoned village is to the southwest, to the northwest is this site that he referred to where they went previously, where some of his companions had talked about. So, how far out do you want to be from the camp, and do you want to be closer to from this dig site? How far out do you want to be from that? And do you want to be closer to the Karnathi operating base, for lack of a better term? Or do you want to be farther enough away from everything?
We're trying to be stealthy, right? So it probably makes sense
Yeah.
to keep the ship away from.
From everything. Yeah, then I think if you guys need to get in close to something, I mean, I think it's you just go there on foot. Or by flapping your wings, actually.
Mm-hmm. How close do you want to put the Dragonhawk to this dig site? And actually, you, Moses, Valerian, roll me a D100 for blizzard conditions. Let's see how bad it is.
Ooh.
That was really bad.
Okay. Blizzard conditions are minimal.
Damn.
Yeah. Blizzard conditions are minimal, which means visibility is better, but also you're less likely to get lost in the blizzard and be injured by high winds.
They say the blizzard gets really bad when the Yeti's around.
Is that true?
I don't know. I just kind of like making up lore for this Yeti. I
Okay.
don't want to fight it, but I really want to make it a lot scary. It's going to be very, very intense. But let's get closer to the ground. We'll go away from everything. Make sure that we are well out of the way. And how long do we think that we should take for this until we start to come in with no response?
Yeah, maybe it might be easier to do it in minutes. How many minutes away from the dig site do you want the ship to be apart?
Say 10 minutes? 10, 15 minutes?
10, 15 minutes? Okay. So we'll just pick a number, we'll do 15. So you're 15 minutes away
15.
from what this reported dig site is. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm tracking Toad, Signy, Lila, and Zephyr are going. Am I tracking that correctly?
That's correct.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Toad, you also have the character sheet for Zephyr. Who has the seats for Signy and Lila? I believe Signy. Val, do you have Signy?
I do, yes.
Okay. And then who has Lila?
I have Lila.
Okay, you have Lila. Okay. Sorry, I'll take. Okay. So, talk to me about this plan. What's your intent?
I think that we'll have Signy pass out a trace when we get, like, we're only 15 minutes away. I think when we first get there is fine. And then Toad will wild shape into a giant owl for the first time. And
so you walk a certain distance away, and then you cast and take flight.
yeah, if that makes sense, just to drop us off, and then we would just do it from wherever we get dropped off, because it's only 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
From where, yeah.
Okay.
And I can stay in wild shape for 4 hours now.
Okay. So go ahead
and lasts for an hour.
Yep. So I saw Signy pass cast without a trace. That is a 30-foot radius, right? Radius from you, so everyone has to stay within 30 feet of Signy.
Can Toad carry Signy?
Yeah, I think I should be able to as a giant owl.
You absolutely can. Okay. And then Zephyr and Lila are just what, staying close?
Yeah.
Wing formation.
The wing formation.
Are you guys going invisible as you approach? Or are you saving those?
Save it until we see contact, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you see
Contact leader.
contact, as in like when you see the dig site, when you're within visual sight of the thing, you're going to cast invisibility using these spell scrolls.
The way I see it is we're scouting with Pass Without Trace first, so we're being stealthy to see if there's anyone around, and then if we see people, Carnathians, whether them or they're zombies, that's when we cast the invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah, Toad will have given, or whoever had them will have given maybe Signy the scrolls of invisibility.
Okay. Yep. Can you use the cast invisibility on another creature, or is the invisibility only on self? I'm trying to think if Signy can cast it and make giant owl toad invisible.
We got them at 3rd level.
It's
yeah.
touch? Oh, perfect. Okay, I thought it was, for some reason, I thought it was self only. Okay, if it's touch, then we're good. Okay. So you are approaching from the ground, then you're getting closer, taking to the sky, seeing what you can see, and then making the determination of whether or not you're going invisible from there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Get ready to hit some stealth checks.
Oh boy. Ooh.
The snow lightly crests your bodies as you trudge through it. The wind whipping small bursts. The flaky snow drifts down, settles on your shoulders every once in a while, and as you're moving through the snow, it quickly dusts off. Sound seems to stop a few feet away from your group as you maneuver through this snow. You reckon that you're about a minute or two away from where this camp is supposedly being. You're seeing a large set of hills. It's almost like a cove in water. It's almost like a semicircle of hills that seem to encapsulate a small area. Small being about 200 or 300 feet across. And you're seeing signs of some sort of activity. You're seeing, in contrast to the fluffy white snow, you're seeing dark structures built up. It almost looks like, well, you can't tell. Let's do a group perception check. Start there.
Yep.
And I know they're hidden.
Well, Lila's got special eyes, so this shouldn't be an issue.
I also need a roll from Zephyr and Sig. Lila and Zephyr point out to you that there are several tents accumulated near one of the sides of this cove. And as the light snow contrasts with the tents themselves, you look at your bodies and recognize that you might be contrasted with the snow. I need all of you to make me a stealth check, please.
I don't have the Pass Without Trace on.
I'll just add the 10 to everyone.
Okay.
I think the only one it actually adds it to maybe is Signy. If it's not clear to Karen, I will.
You might be able to just drag it onto the token you're controlling. Like from the chat box onto your token.
Ooh la la. I cannot.
I don't know if... No, okay.
Yeah.
And then Zephyr, sorry.
No worries.
Select hit targets.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Zephyr has a minding capacity to quickly drop down and cover themselves in the snow themselves. There's about 1.5 feet of snow here. But he's just a bit too late to mention to all of you to get down, as there seems to be some sort of humanoid figure standing above a fire pit that looks your way for a moment. They don't seem to be moving in any sort of alacrity, but they're definitely looking out into the snow bluff. What do you do? Something thinks they saw something.
Is this a good time for Sydney to turn us invisible?
Yeah, probably agree with that,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So you have 4 invisibility scrolls?
No, we only have 2.
You only have 2.
Ooh.
But
They're
they're
upcast.
third. Yeah, they're 3rd level.
And the difference for them being upcast is...
They can select an
Fine.
additional creature for each spell slot above 2.
Thank you. So you have 2 spell scrolls that you are managing to completely hide yourself and be invisible. So, on top of the plus 10 for stealth, you now get advantage on stealth rolls. You sneaky bastard.
Massive.
However, there is an entity standing above a fire pit looking out. I'm going to say you're about 250 feet away from this cove. You are on the outskirts of the hills, and you can see things way out in the distance. Actually, I'm going to say you're probably closer to 500 feet because it's open tundra. What are you all doing? You're currently laying in the snow.
I guess we. Is there any like way we can like do a wide berth around this figure, or?
This figure seems to be at the entrance of the cove. The cove seems to be about 40 to 50 feet wide. And it looks like they're looking out onto the tundra through this cove. It's almost like a cone of... They can kind of see everything into that cone.
There's only
You
one
can-
entrance into
It
this
seems...
system.
Yes, there's only one entrance into this cove. That's correct. Snow drifts down on your body. as you wait.
So Toad's a giant owl at this point, right? I guess we're gonna try to see if we can't get. Can I see it? How far away are we from the entrance?
I'm gonna say about 500 feet.
Toad's gonna try to get closer, I think.
Okay.
Sneakily get a little closer. I think Toad's just trying to be able to see into the cove.
Okay. All right. Is everyone accompanying Toad? Toad.
The toad code.
Toad.
Can we not, at this point, fly invisibly towards?
You can.
Yeah, that's why I think I we can fly. We're invisible.
Okay.
Get closer.
Let's do a
Stealth
circle.
overflight?
Yeah, let's do a little stealth reconnaissance here.
Okay. Here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring these 4 tokens. And I'll bring you 2 for it, just for nice, not make you not look at anything. I'm gonna
Well,
bring
isn't it?
these-
Eugene
just
doesn't
put-
have a.
Oh, it's Eugene. Pardon me. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna bring all your tokens over to this map. I'm gonna put you on the map, but this is not a desert place here. This is just silently trying to overfly.
Is this mission taking place within a mile of the Dragonhawk? I ask because I'm wondering if we the Dragonhawk crew can keep tabs using telepathic speech, or if they're gonna go off of.
Within a mile, 15
sending.
minutes. 15 minutes. I will say yes. I will say yes. Yes.
No, this is
Your
this is
tab.
only so that they're able to like check in.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Well, doing thing here. You should have. No, you don't. There's not a way. Actually, I can mark you all as invisible. That should. I'm utilizing the patrol system. That's what's happening here. Yeah. Well, there was an attempt. Patrol
we look
has
so
not
cool
been.
though.
What's that?
We look so cool though.
You guys can't even see yourselves. Okay. I'm going to activate this map. So what you see as you fly over this strange mine is an operation digging into the mountain. You see tons of undead patrolling around. You see carts being wheeled into this cavernous area. And you also see what looks to be a massive, some sort of dead creature embedded into the rock wall of this big site. Yeah, pause it. How long do you linger? What else are you looking for?
Can we see what they're mining?
Yeah. Everybody make me a perception check. It appears to be less of a mine and more of an excavation. It appears that the primary focus of this excavation is to remove the corpse of this massive creature.
They make zombies. You're making a big zombie.
And with your perceptions, Signy is able to put together the details that this matches the descriptions that Toberov have described of Yetis. While you're all processing this, make me a stealth check. As
With
you
advantage.
With advantage, yes. As you all slowly linger over this camp.
And plus 10.
Someone got a 35.
Jesus.
Was it me?
It was you. Yes, you rolled
Oh.
a 35.
Hey, way to go, Zephyr.
Okay. No one seems to be aware of your presence as you silently float above. As you're lingering, as these Karnathi individuals move in and out, you see one of the officers of the Karnathi ship exit one of the tents here. And they go and speak to some of the individuals here. And then they begin to make their way towards another tent and seem to be discussing something with the guard here.
Oh, it's the hot guy.
Oh no, he's hot.
Oh no, he's hot.
Toad gets a little nervous. It's like, oh no. Are we close enough to hear what he's saying?
I'm gonna say, well, how high up do you want to be? Because the higher you up, the less chance that you get detected. If you go lower, you might be able to hear, but also, they might also hear you.
It's up to Team Leader Toad.
That's right.
I think Toad would stay right about like 100 feet away.
100 feet
Maybe
away?
not. Maybe like. How far is 100 feet? How many feet is in a football field?
300.
300 yards.
Thank you. Oh,
No, it's 100
Wait,
yards.
No, it's 100
100
yards.
yards,
300
300
feet.
feet.
Sorry.
okay. Okay, yeah, I think like 100 feet
Okay.
away.
Alright, and you're trying to listen to them?
Yes, and Toad has keen hearing and sight right now.
Ooh.
So, everybody can make a perception check. I think Zephyr... No, I don't think he has. I may be wrong. He might just have keen sight.
He's got a
He's got
whole
bird
bunch
ears.
of features. Let me look real quick.
Yeah, he does. He's got a whole bunch of... Yeah.
Okay, no, he doesn't. Okay. Advantage. And then. Back here.
Toad and Zephyr managed to pick up on the conversation that First Mate Dryas is having with this obviously undead soldier, and these are specific undead to Karnath. They're much more developed. They are soldiers of the battlefield. And you hear First Mate Dryas. Should probably make that available. You hear First Mate Dryas turn to the undead, says, "Is he awoken?" The Karnath nods his head in a yes motion. "Has he come out?" Nods his head no. "Fine." And he heads into the tent. Do you continue to linger, or do you head back, reporting on what you found so far?
Can I ask how far along do they seem to be on their excavation of this creature? Is it like half uncovered? Just a little uncovered?
I think that, archaeology.
Private?
I would prefer it to be private. No, you understand your knowledge fairly well. Let's make this public. That's acceptable. No, ma'am, you were not sitting in my lap. My cat's at my feet.
I heard the bell.
Yeah, that's her. It appears, if we were to put this in a percentage, that they are roughly somewhere between 10 and 15% done. Maybe even 20%. But you understand that it appears the way that they are excavating this is attempting to preserve as much integrity of this skeleton as possible. This is not something that they're just ripping out, not caring about the quality. They are painstakingly, as if unearthing and dusting off a dinosaur, attempting to uncover this skeleton. So I'm going to say around 15%. At the pace that they're going, at the pace that they're going, it would be hard to tell. Make me one more xenoarchaeology, because you don't know how long exactly they've been working on this thing. It could be anywhere from 4 months.
Sorry.
4 months to a year for them to finish this project. Considering that you can't see the full size and you don't know the condition, that's what you can make how long.
How many guards do they have?
How long do you want to watch and see?
I think just a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Just
you
kind
can
of get a
see-
count of what's visible right now.
As far as the guard rotation, there appears to be specifically undead that are serving as guards. 1, 2, 3, 4. There appears to be 4 dedicated guards, but there's tons of undead here. I mean, there's at least half a dozen or so undead working, and then you see Karnathi humans working. You're probably looking at a force of about, judging by the tents, probably about 20 total of workers and guards and other individuals. But also, you haven't looked inside of all these tents. You're just judging based on what these tents look like. But you've seen about just over a dozen individuals out and walking around.
Okay. That's all Toad, I think, would be looking for. I don't know if Signy or Lila were looking for anything else. But if not, then I think we'll go back.
Yeah, I think they're gonna follow Captain Toad's lead.
Okay. Everybody make me one more stealth check as you depart the area.
Oh boy.
Okay. See, Signy rolled twice. Oh, that's the advantage.
For the advantage, I forgot to do.
Good. You needed that.
Oh, oh God.
All right. No signs of pursuit. No signs of alarm. As the 4 of you make your way back to the ship with the information and reconnaissance that you've conducted.
Yeah, I think when we get back, Toad will just convey to the rest of the officers what they saw, and their deductions about how long it will take for them to finish the excavation. Also making note of Dryas talking about somebody, it seems they have somebody in a tent, not sure who or what. And then the count of their force.
Okay. Undetected in your stealth mission.
Oh, impressive.
Mission accomplished. Let's go home.
That's
Hope
terrifying.
when the plan comes together. Oh
What
yeah, I
now?
guess there's also the guy, but whatever.
Yeah.
We just gotta
that
find.
that was awesome. That was successful.
We just gotta find our own Yeti, and we can make him fight.
The kaiju battle. I love that.
Or bruv? Should you be a part of this? Do we know if there's another Yeti?
Yeah, how old did the bones look?
You're doing your
They,
best.
they were
safety.
excavating it, right? I mean,
Yeah, they were excavating it. I mean, there was no flesh, and it was encased in rock and stone.
so there
You
must
have-
be an alive Yeti out there somewhere. That's an old dead Yeti, and we gotta find the real one or the alive one.
You know, we might have a subject matter expert in the Red Saber. Someone who's more familiar with sort of necromancy.
Oh,
I mean,
they
you
might
know
not be
where he
familiar with
is.
Carnathi. Yeah, they might not be familiar with Carnathi necromancy, but
Yeah.
Is anyone else worried that maybe the chief is who they have in the tent? Torov's who else occupies
Ooh.
this planet?
Oh.
we never did. Uh-oh.
Wait, that's really bad. If they are successful in that, it's not
Because we
Tobruk that
know-
has the final say anymore.
Did he wander in the direction that this cove was in when he wandered off, or did he go in a different direction?
He went, if I recall correctly, he went like east/northeast, so kind of in the direction of Karnath, but also kind of into the tundra.
I really wanted to go into the tent, but I feel like that wouldn't have been too dangerous. But I wonder, what they have in there. Who they have in there.
So what's the plan?
Well, were we planning to, we don't want to get into like a battle with them, do we?
Oh yeah, I guess we could wait until they have a Yeti-sized construct of their own.
Maybe we don't need to get in the battle with them, but we can, manipulate events such that the living Yeti, kind of runs up on that camp on accident.
Alright, so we go for a hunt for the other Yeti. Alright. We're probably going to need to, we'd probably like Torbrov to help us with the lead.
Are you guys going on a Yeti hunt?
we might be going on a Yeti hunt.
Okay.
Oh my. Let's do it.
I just want to remind you all how large this creature is.
Maybe we do the Yeti hunt later. Maybe when we have 5th level spell slots, we can consider the Yeti hunt.
It just
You
it seems
do
like it's gonna
have
take
your
a
ship.
while.
Yeah, we took down a giant purple worm with it, but
This is multitudes of times larger than a giant purple worm. Size-wise, if you were to wrap up the purple worm nice and neat, probably similar size.
well,
The
really,
Yeti's about is bigger than your ship.
We could just get, to a point where we can see it from a distance and then shoot at it to try to make it follow us and then lead it back to the camp.
But the Carna's likely to see our ship flying over them,
If they ask, we just, we ran away.
That seems, we've gotten in over our heads if you want to go through that sort of subterfuge. Seems like a good plan as any. Ask for their assistance. Why hide at all?
Should we go find the Yeti?
Maybe we should confirm the existence of a living Yeti before we make any other plans.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's. I do think that we use the ship. I don't. I mean, it's just a monster, right? So.
Don't
Yeah.
be
We
a wimp,
use.
Val. Don't be a wimp.
We almost died to ghosts. Okay. You know.
Yeah, you can't touch a ghost. You can at least, lay
That
hands
is
on
a
the
good
Yeti.
point. That is a
Wait.
good point.
Quite a lot of range on our weapons, right? We could just fly above something, unless it can fly. Do you think the Yeti can fly, or like?
It feels like
Oh.
these are a lot of good questions to ask Tobra about
Yeah, let's bring two about.
Oh yeah.
What?
if he has any intelligence on this. Can
What do
Yetis
you
fly?
want to know?
What he said.
Yetis have wings.
No. Yetis do not have wings.
What
How-
do they have?
Yeah.
They have massive bodies. It is Yeti. It comes out to terrorize. Yetis do not fly.
Tell us the story of how your people hunted Yetis in the past.
Let the rub see. Chieftain
You wanna
tells
abstract this, you
story
can.
of. No. The Bruv tells story of Chieftain pass along that 500 warriors go
Oh boy.
find Black Yeti. They have massive footprints. If we get fresh snow, we can find Yeti. If not too much snow fill up footprint, we can track. They not come out of cave often, but 500 warriors go and slay Yeti. And 200 make it back, strongest warriors.
Not a great success rate.
Great success.
Okay. Yeah, well, great. Yep.
Cobra, when's the last time your people saw a Yeti?
5 generations?
Ah, damn.
But Dobrov knows Yeti is out there. It will find and hunt new Yeti.
Yeah, there might be a new Yeti.
It is the greatest hunt. All elven warriors to slay the Yeti. Names shall be inscribed in. He looks down. He's like, nobody will know. You will know. You are.
Yeah, we'll know, and we're gonna let all of on there know. So it's like better in a certain sense.
Say better.
I'm sorry, that was not a great thing for me to say. I'm sorry, Tom, bro.
Yeah, there's.
How many people live in country? How many people are in tribe? Big tribe? Small tribe?
That's a
Only
pretty
seen
big
tribe on ship.
Well, it's like it's a really big tribe.
Like 1,000 tribe?
Huh. Like
2 billion.
Where do you sleep? 2 million tribe.
well, we
You
got these
heard of
things
them?
called cities.
Like Hadozi City and trees? Dobrov is confused.
We should take you back to Eberron one day.
Yeah, I think it might be a good experience for you to experience other places.
Okay. Any other questions for Tobrov?
What did your ancestors feel was necessary to prepare when hunting? Such a beast.
They brought literally thousands of arrows. Tens of thousands of arrows for their bows.
Well, how about we have our
The fight
weapons
took the fight took a week.
Oh my
We might want to bring this information to Mr. Blip, see if we could get some sort of understanding of the sheer scale at hand. Or, if we want to truly just manipulate it into attacking the other encampment, maybe it's vulnerable in some way or wants something. Maybe it'll just be upset at the sight of its own ancestors being exhumed.
Oh, hey, Dobra doesn't know about the thing.
I assume yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay. I thought he was still in the room. I thought he was
he-
still here. We're telling him like, hey.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
he's
about to
gone.
just fully eat those consequences, but yeah, I was just like,
I mean, yeah, I mean, he could have been still in the room. Yeah, I mean, he's not. If he did hear it, he's not shocked that there's bones of a yeti, but he's not sure why they would want a dead yeti. That seems silly to him.
Yeah, in a lot of ways they are silly.
those silly Karnathi.
Yeah,
We'll teach them.
those wacky, what's it's called? Okay, so are we going Yeti scouting or what?
Yeah, I think we scout at least. Tobruk did say 5 generations, but I think it'd be worth at least looking around. Because
There is a blizzard going on right now, though, right? Wouldn't any tracks be covered?
No, the blizzard is actually lighter right now. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
that's specifically for the area of operations near the Karnathi mine and base. So it could be different. You need to roll again to see what the blizzard conditions are wherever you decide to search this. This is a whole planet we're talking about here.
All right. Let's go find a yeti.
We're going on
Do
a
it.
yeti hunt. I think this is a good point to stop for the night.
I think so too.
So we will pick up our yeti hunt next week.
the Yeti hunt.
The
The
yeti
hunt is on.
hunt. End the recording.